I grew up very poor, grew up around a lot of drugs and alcohol. In my teens, I started drinking, smoking, hanging around boys, yearning for that attention from people. My dad had went to prison when I was a teenager. My mom was trying to do it on her own. It really became overwhelming for her, I think. We started acting out, we started ditching school. One thing led to the other. You start meeting these other kids that are doing things. And it started out with cigarettes, then weed, alcohol, but then it went into meth. And later on in my life, it went into anything that get me high, pretty much. I was totally miserable. I didn't have a very close relationship with my children. I had walked 10 miles in the dark in the middle of the forest in these rubber boots. I remember when I got there, I took off my shoes and they were just totally bloody. And I just remember sitting down and just praying. And I'm like, God, please help me, please help me. I was scared. I mean, I was in the middle of nowhere. It was getting cold, it was getting dark. And I just remember praying and praying and praying. And then I just remember seeing these headlights come over my shoulder, and it was my friend. And he was like, I'll take you home. And I just remember thinking, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change this. Ever since that day, it's just been blessing after blessing after blessing. A lady that I was working with, Lori Timms, she is like, I have this great place. And that was the Way Out initiative.
The Way Out is the most comprehensive, evidence-based model supporting people who are homeless and addicted to drugs. What began as a simple concept, a few beds, and the belief that people can change, has evolved into a coordinated network of programs that braid together drug treatment and recovery services, life skills, workforce development, mentoring, and housing.
I started out in RWS. It gave me a couple days to just kind of regroup. Having that space to get to know yourself in a safe environment, to get some sobriety under your belt, is very important to begin with. But it's not sufficient to keep you sober long term. You need other tools in your bag. So when I got up front, we really started hitting the ground running and going to groups and stuff like that. And then I got into the tools portion of it. Working with Adrian and the other counselors, they really taught me what I was up against.
Drugs are just one issue. We need to find out what injuries they have sustained, what traumatic things are done in their life that causes them to go to drugs. And once we start getting down to that, once they start working their steps and working with their counselor, working with their sponsors, we see things starting to happen.
Giving you responsibilities, keeping you accountable is very important. And going to these groups, it taught me a lot about what I was up against and how to deal with it. Then came in coping skills, how to deal with triggers, how to deal with, if you're in relapse mode, how to get yourself out of that. And getting to know Jesus. We got to go to church. Being in connection with my higher power gave me that faith that everything was going to be okay. And every day it showed that.
Our work is really rooted in hope with one ultimate goal: to give people back their lives. The reason models like The Way Out are so important for Alesha is that it brings families back together.
I have 4 children. 3 of them are older, kind of doing their own thing. But I have a 7-year-old, Rowan, and, when I'm in my addiction, there was that part of me that was very unhappy on the inside. So throughout this process, going through all these different steps, I really learned how to be a better parent. If it wasn't for The Way Out, meeting Adrian, he said, I think a really good option would be to go ahead and go to Joseph McPhee Center and wait for your spot to open at Cameo House. So at Joseph McPhee Center, you get to have a little bit more freedom. In a supportive environment, you get to kind of see what you want to do, which way you want to go. Do you want to go get a job? Do you want to go to school? Maybe both. And they support that a lot. So I was able to get my son back, spent some time with him and just got him comfortable with everything and with me. And then I was eventually able to get my grandson. When you have your children with you, you feel safe because they're safe. It's the best way I could describe it. I just felt like a part of me was back. In the near future, I see myself graduated from high school. I'm studying for my GED and I've gotten a couple tests under my belt. In the future, I want to get a degree in AOD counseling. So if the Way Out initiative didn't exist and these programs weren't available to someone like myself, then I would probably still be in my addiction. I would probably be homeless and I'd probably be estranged from my children. How going from being so poor and so low and so down to being possibilities, basically. Now I have possibilities. I have hope. I have faith. Instead of being a hopeless dope fiend, I'm a dopeless hope fiend. I'm Alesha, and I found the way out.